They just signed a huge NIL deal, which is awesome. Austin and I have been
Yeah.
harping on that for months. NIL needs to get caught up to speed. So it looks like they are on the right track for that, which is fantastic. Did What were your thoughts on the Jay Paterno tweet and the kind of the thing between him and Mike Motti?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, without getting too like, political, controversial, and I think because I saw Trace kind of got circled in a bunch of political stuff as well, and he said it like perfectly. And I don't know if he had like a PR team that drafted it up for him, but like as a player, like especially that was a part of Franklin's staff, like um we are absolutely behind like whoever is in the business or has Penn State football's best interest in mind, whether that's from like an NIL standpoint, staff, school standpoint, like and from a football NIL standpoint, to be competitive, to be winning Big Ten championships, national championships, you are going to have to differentiate yourself in the NIL space. I know there's a lot of controversy in what that how that's affecting the NCAA and everything, but it's where we're at. Whether you want to agree, disagree, debate it or not, like you need NIL to be competitive in the NCAA. So whoever, whether it's collective, whether it's donors, if they're backing Penn State and Penn State football, like that's what they need to find success on the field and success on the recruiting trail. So again, I don't really want to take sides, be too political, controversial, but I'll say like, hey, if you're behind Penn State football and really being conscious about how you reach that success through NIL and growing the program, um, that's what they need, quite frankly. So, um, yeah, that's what I will say about that. And like I said, I think if you're not familiar, for those who are listening or whoever aren't aware, haven't seen it, look what Trace tweeted out a couple of days or maybe a week ago, and I think he hit the nail right on the head. And that's really the mindset we all share, as former players and especially as former players on that Franklin staff, and the way he has created that family like environment
Mhm.
and how he develops that program. Like, look at what Trace tweeted. That's what we're all thinking.
Yeah, I tend to pretty much agree that that's really probably the best way to put it. Uh, and frankly, I think Trace getting kind of negatively caught up in all this,
Yeah,
that was
unfortunately.
some that I mean that was just a bunch of nonsense. That really, that was just a bunch of crap. He didn't deserve that, but I think he handled it with class like he does
Yeah,
everything else.
for sure.
And so
Shout out to
definitely,
him for getting signed. I don't know if that was today or yesterday, but shout out to
yep.
him, man. Really, really happy for him.
Yeah, I was just about to say that tip of the cap and give him some love for getting picked up by the Patriots, reuniting with Mike Gesicki up there in New
Yeah,
England. So wish him nothing but the best for both those guys. I hope they're very successful. But yeah, and I'll get a maybe little bit controversial. I did kind of take a pretty hard line on that one. Pretty much very much more in favor with Mike Mowdy. Um, and now this deal comes out, and I'm a proof is in the pudding kind of guy.
yeah,
What have you actually done? Well, Mike Mowdy's a big part of Lions Legacy Club, and they just secured this deal. They just did it. Seven figures, multi-year deal to support NIL with Penn State football. So Mike's coming out and he's putting the money where his mouth is.
yeah.
He's definitely, obviously very pro Penn State football being successful and supporting the program and all those types of things. So I think it definitely needs to be commended. Definitely tip of the cap to Mike. And like Mark and I reminded everybody, for those that are alumni, we do have some alumni elected trustee elections coming up. So be sure to do your due diligence, check each of those candidates out, and vote vote your conscience, vote accordingly for beliefs that you share along with those candidates.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Whoever is helping with the NIL and is trying to advance that, that's what you want to focus on. And quite frankly, all of the rest of it is noise. As we've said on here before, regardless of who they are, if they're not trying to help this NIL situation, then it's just noise. So at the end of the day, that's what we want. And it looks like it's going in the right direction.